So a while back, I was in this sales call with a 7-8 figure prospect, and I remember we were in this sales call. We have been through the strategy, we had discussed the problem, we had discussed the solution. They wanted to start working with me, and then I fucked this thing up. And this video I want to share with you what that thing is, so you don't do that and you don't lose the client just like I did when I was on that sales call. So we've been on the sales call, we had discussed the problem, the solution, everything. They liked it, they wanted to start, and they told me, what's the price? And I told them the price. I don't even remember what it was. And of course they gave me some little objection, and for me, I was that stupid. I was young, I had this little monkey scarcity fear, whatever, and I immediately told them, okay, yeah, let's not do this for that price, let's do this for this. And I told them a lower price. And then they gave me another objection. And what did I do? I lowered the price again. And they give me another objection. And I lowered the price again. I thought this was gonna be my key to landing the client, just lowering my price. Little did I know that I fucked things up. I let the client's frame become bigger than mine. And if you don't know anything about sales, everything's about frame. And actually everything about conversation is frame. So what is frame? Frame is kind of like, imagine it like this. It's the person who has the power. It's like the person who controls the conversation, the person who has more authority. This is what it's called. So the person who is asking the questions, for example, this is the person who has the frame. Or yeah, this is how it kind of goes. Or let's say you have a conversation with somebody. You're talking about this, you're kind of debating this one topic, not arguing or something, but just having a conversation about this. You have this opinion, and the other person has this opinion. Whoever's opinion wins, it's actually their frame. Their frame won. This is how I want you to think about the frame. So in my situation with a sales call with a seven-figure client, his frame overcame mine. His frame beat mine. And that's why I lost the client. And that's the one thing I fucked up with that premium client. And I don't want you to fucking do the same thing. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Because you hop on that call, you tell the price, you're like, oh, I'm gonna land this client. You feel like everything's gonna go well in the call. And you're like, oh, you start thinking about all the things you're gonna buy after. That's what happened to me, at least. You start thinking about all the things that you're gonna buy after the call. I'm gonna buy this new thing, I'm gonna buy that, and then this, and then nothing happens, and you don't close the deal. And then you start feeling very kind of ashamed of yourself. You're like, oh, I should have landed this. Oh, you start feeling guilty. You start feeling all these negative emotions that I should have closed this. This could have changed my life. This could have been a long-term deal. I know I could have provided results for them. And everything goes to shit. So when you get on a call, you want to be, just like with women, you want to be cliently satisfied. That's how I call it. You want to seem like you don't actually need the client. You want to seem like you have 10 other clients in the back of your hand and you don't even care about them. Not in a bad way. You don't want to come off as you don't care about them in a bad way. You want to come off as, okay, maybe I'm not gonna land this client. Okay, whatever. So you don't start lowering your prices. You don't start letting the other person's frame beat yours. Remember what I told you earlier. You need to have walk-away power. So if they give you a deal that you don't want to do, then don't do it. Don't do it. Business is a mutual exchange, not about you being their slave, writing the copy, and you're not their slave, bro. You're not their slave. Just get this out of your mind. Get this out of your mind. The deal needs to benefit you and the client, not just the client. What's the point of doing business, right? You're not their slave, man. Remember this. You're not their slave. You're not their actual slave. Like, come on. Just get over it. You're just providing a service to them, and you're helping them make more money than they actually make. So, are you really their slave? No. Should you care only about their needs and what they want? No. Of course not, man. You need to get paid what you're worth. You need to charge what you're worth. So in my case, what I would do differently is I would tell them the price. They would tell me they want this for lower, and I would tell them. I would try to get them back into results-based thinking. So it would be like, so what we're gonna do is, so let me get this straight. So what we're gonna do is gonna get this amount of value for you. You're gonna get them back into result-based thinking, and you're afraid of paying. I wouldn't say you're afraid of paying, of course. I would frame it in a different way. And you're afraid of paying an extra $300, let's say. Is $300 worth that much to you? That's what I would say. And I would get them back into results-based thinking. Now, you don't want to get into... That's a thing I learned from a mentor. You don't want to get into very big price objection things. You don't even need that stuff. Because if they give you price objections and stuff, they weren't really qualified to work with you. Or you didn't do a good job presenting yourself as the authority. It's one of these things. Either they're not qualified to work with you, or you did some mistake in the process where you destroyed your frame and you ruined your authority, and you don't come off as an authority. They don't use an authority. That's the only thing that had happened. So, if you were to use one thing from this video, it's don't fuck up the frame thing. Don't destroy this. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you found this valuable, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.